Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun, and baby, today is the day, okay? Todd Tucker demands primary custody and he questions the prenuptial agreement. We was waiting on this. Let's go. So US Weekly talked about when Candy had filed, and they talked about Candy and Todd signing the prenup, and they were married April of 2014. They separated July 15th of 2025. Then I went on to B. Scott's, shout out who sent me that one. And on B. Scott's page, it talks about what Todd is asking for. So we're going to get into that. Child, on Wednesday, November 26th, Todd filed a response to the divorce petition that Burris filed. He said their two children are currently in his care, residing with him in Georgia, while Burris, 49, handles out-of-state work obligations. The exes share a son, Ace, and a daughter, Blaze. Todd went on to note that Candy's work obligations will continue to require her to be away from children for at least the next several months as he pleaded for primary custody. He also noted the parties have been working cooperatively in an effort to resolve all issues, and Todd remains committed to continuing those discussions in good faith. This is where I know Candy's teeth got tight, okay? Todd said, in the hopefully unlikely event that they are unable to reach a custody deal, he will be seeking primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and final decision-making authority. Oh, Candy just, what is Todd doing? She is devastated. She's trying to figure out what's going on. He proposed that Candy having substantial time and meaningful access to the children because he praised Candy for being a great mother. His filing noted that Todd wishes to make clear that he recognizes that Candy is a loving and capable parent and remains sincerely hopeful that prior and continued discussions between the parties will bring full resolution to all the matters. So he's giving Candy a kudos because she's a great mother, right? We all know Candy is a great mother. She is absent, but she is working for her family, as a whole. But Todd is about to use that for his argument. Baby, this way it get crazy, okay? Todd said that when they got married on April 4, 2014, he was pressured into signing the prenup without his lawyers around. Todd, I just watched you and Candy's marriage event on demand this weekend. And Todd came in the room with Candy at 2 o'clock in the morning. He said, there are two things that I want to change. I want to change the 30-day situation where I have to get out of the house if we break up. And I want to change some stuff with the will. Candy was basically like, that's all you want? He was like, yeah, make those changes and it's a go. Then we get to the wedding. Mama Joy's sitting there talking to Candy like, did you handle your business? She said, Mama, yeah, everything is good, Mama. Everything is good. Like she said everything was good. And then we cut to Todd in his dressing room where a man is setting up a camera and a tripod. Candy's lawyers is clear. This is a recording to the reading of the prenup and the waiving of Todd Tucker's rights. Then she asked him, are you under duress? Todd said no. We go on to say, Tucker's lawyers said the agreement was presented to Todd without Todd having counsel, even though Candy, then counsel, had communicated previously with Tucker's team regarding a potential prenuptial agreement. It is on the show where Candy's lawyer read to Todd, you are waiving your rights to a lawyer. Todd said yes. And now he's saying that he signed a prenuptial agreement before getting hitched, but suggested he was pressured into the signing without the lawyers around. That was a question that the lawyer asked him. Are you signing under duress? Are you being pressured to do this? His answer was a no. It was a shaky no, but it was a no. And it was recorded. Child, let's go on. Despite that knowledge, Candy's counsel presented the final agreement to Todd for signature immediately before the wedding ceremony, without any notice to or consultation with Tucker's team, who had been significantly engaged in the negotiation process. Tucker's filing alleged these circumstances raised substantial questions concerning the enforceability of said documents. Nevertheless, Todd remains committed to working in good faith to resolve this matter amicably and privately to the extent possible. Amicable? Candy is probably livid at this point. There is no amicable. And see, the problem with Candy is this. Candy does want it her way, because she actually said it on the show. It's going to be my way. Those are her words. And she got what she wanted. Todd signed the prenup, giving up all of his rights. He can't have nothing. Maybe he doesn't have to leave the house in 30 days. Maybe he can leave in 60. Maybe she's going to give him something when she passes away. Because at first, it was going to be nothing. And if Todd got hurt, he was going to have to be out of there. So maybe they changed a few things. But now, with a videotape recording, with it on television, you're saying that you were signing that under duress? You were pressured? Todd, we watched that on television. Child, Todd's counterclaim for divorce also demanded a division of all marital assets, both real and personal, tangible and intangible, between the parties. Tucker demanded primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and potentially alimony if the prenuptial agreement is found to be unenforceable. U.S. Weekly obtained the divorce petition filed by Burris on November 21st. In addition, Candy said the prenuptial agreement was signed by both parties before they walked down the aisle, and she wanted it enforced. In regard to debt, Burris said parties possesses debts that have been incurred throughout the duration of the marriage, which should be subject to equitable division directed by the prenup. There you have it. We was waiting on this. All that daddy daycare stuff, Todd with all the kids, calling Candy on the phone on the show. Ace talking about, Mommy, I want you to come home. Child, Candy is I know Candy in a tailspin because she wants it her way. When they were doing the prenup, Candy was like, I don't see what the big deal. I don't want the big deal is. Time everybody do a prenup. Like, sign the prenup. Now he done signed the prenup, and now he's saying he want to challenge it. Oh, and now if it's not enforced, he wants alimony and definitely child support and full custody. He wants authority over the kids to make decisions. Candy's teeth are so tight right now, the molars in the back are probably cracked. Y'all, what y'all think about this, child? Because we knew it was coming. Let's talk about it. It's your girl, Millie Chan. I'll talk to you later. Bye.